Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm going to get straight into it. I'm starting off with the Prep Spray by Urban Decay, which is new, and then for brows I'm going in with the Benefit Browsing in the shade 4 and taking the pomade type side, which was the left side. Firstly though, I'm just brushing her brows just to make sure all the hairs are in place, and then yeah, just filling in her brows. Then I'm just taking a light concealer and just using that to define above and below the brows. I actually really loved how her brows turned out with the pomade because I haven't actually used that side of the brow palette before. So yeah, very impressed. Then also taking the Benefit Cosmetics 3D Brow Tones and just running that through her brows to set them in place. Then taking a mixture of the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid in Opal and MAC Studio Fix in NC35 and popping that all over her face as her base and blending it all in with a damp beauty blender. Then taking the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in light medium and just placing that underneath her eyes to conceal and highlight. Then going ahead and placing it on her chin, Cupid's bow, forehead, and down the bridge of her nose, and then blending it out. Then taking the Mercier translucent powder and just using that underneath her eyes to set the concealer in place. Then taking the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, I'm taking the shade, I think it's called, Summer Yum, and just using that as a transition color. I kind of just pretty much put this everywhere because I wanted this color to be nicely blown out. So I'm just using that on a large fluffy brush and yeah, basically putting that all over. Then taking the top right color, I think it's called Charmed, I'm sure. If not, then that's awkward because that's literally what I just read. And I'm just pretty much using that in the crease as well. Just kind of going over the same areas as we did with the last color just to make it a little bit more kind of cool toned. When I first started, I was like, okay, I want this look to be a little bit on the cooler tone side because I always do warm toned looks. And so far, it's looking like a warm toned eye. But I literally can't help it. I just think it looks amazing. Anyways, taking that purpley color, I wasn't really that impressed with it, so I went over it with that color there. I can't even read the names, it's going too fast. Just to lighten and brighten it up a bit, just for the inner corner area. I kind of wanted it to be like a dark sort of eye, but yeah, so I just mixed those two colors to the inner corner. And then I'm just wiping away the excess translucent powder from underneath her eyes. Now I'm just grabbing a matte black eyeshadow. I'm pretty sure I used Corrupt by Makeup Geek, and I'm just really pressing that into the lash line and then blending it out. Then for bottom lash line, I'm going in with the same colors we use at the top. So I'm using Summer Yum and then the one next to it just underneath, just on this brush, which I have no freaking clue where I got it from. It has no name on it, so I'm so sorry. And then I'm going in with the Anastasia Waterproof Cream color in Jet, which is just black, and using that to line her waterline. Then going in with the matte black eyeshadow again, just on this, I think it's an Anastasia brush, and I'm just really working that into the lower lash line, kind of connecting that to the gel from the waterline just to make it extra smoky, and then using that same brush that we used earlier to smoke it all together. Then taking the same liner and just using that on the top. I didn't do a wing or anything. I wanted to keep it fairly basic. So yeah, I'm just creating a nice thin line on the top. Then for inner corner highlight, I'm using the Jeffree Star Ice Cold highlighter, which I need to buy another of because mine's smashed everywhere. Anyways, but yeah, everyone always asks me, and that is what I use. I love it. And then just going in with some mascara before falsies, just on a disposable mascara wand. And then wiping off the excess powder from... I kind of like to sharpen up the sides of the eyeshadow with translucent powder instead of concealer. I just find it looks less cakey around there. Then taking these lashes from Harbour Beauty Co. I forgot what style it's in, but I'll leave it listed down below, and just placing that on her eyes. And then I'm just setting the rest of her face with the Australia's Fresh and Flawless face powder in the shade Medium Tan, and just dabbing that all over. Then going in with one of my favorite bronzers, the Too Faced Sweethearts one, and I'm using that on a Spectrum Cosmetics angled brush. My two faves for bronzing, and then I'm taking the Anastasia contour kit. I think I'm just taking Fawn and just really using that to sculpt out the cheeks and also the jawline as well. Then taking the Laura Mercier powder again and just using that to define her contour. So just creating a line directly underneath from the top of her ear to the side of her mouth. Then for blush, I'm taking MAC's Melba and just popping that on her cheeks. And then for highlighter, I'm taking the new Anastasia and Nicole, is it Guerrero? I'm so bad with pronouncing names, but her glow kit, and I'm taking the middle shade, which is the gold, and oh my god, so obsessed with this palette. I pretty much have been using it non-stop lately, so I'm just placing that on her cheekbones, and then I go ahead to place it on her cupid's bow, tip of her nose, and then a little bit down on the bridge as well. To line her lips, I'm taking the Urban Decay 24-Hour Glide On Lip Pencil in the shade Venom. And yeah, lining her lips. I really wanted to do a dark lip, and I think she pulled it off so amazing. Well, she pulls off any look because she's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, just lining her lips. Then taking the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick in the shade Note and filling in her lips with this. The pigmentation of these liquid lipsticks are amazing. I'm not sure if it's just this color, but it was a little bit patchy, so I had to do 2 layers. But otherwise, I love this color and how it looked with the eyes. Then just setting with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and that is the final look done. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you want to see Jayde on my channel some more, then let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.